I mean, you don't need your stomach acid? Obviously, it's there for a reason. If you need your stomach acid and you've just diluted it by taking a pill, what's going to happen to the rest of your digestive organs? Your spleen and your intestines and your liver aren't all influenced by that pill? Your kidneys aren't influenced by blocking stomach acid? We move away from the kind of Western, modern medical stupidity that says, oh, well, everybody with reflux magically created too much stomach acid in the last 20 to 30 years. Since this is kind of a recent phenomenon. And that just doesn't cut it. I mean, it doesn't look deep enough. There's no part of that that makes sense. Now, your doctor never said that to you, but the logic of their diagnosis and specifically their solution to the problem, the logic is revealed in their solution, which is you have reflux, too much stomach acid, let's block the stomach acid. And so the logic itself is consistent, but they're starting in the wrong place. You could say, okay, well, if everyone has too much stomach acid and also we block it, that's going to fix things, but it's like, holy shit. I mean, you don't need your stomach acid? Obviously, it's there for a reason, right? So what happens when you stop? You block the production and the effectiveness of your stomach acid. Well, nothing good, right? If you need your stomach acid and you've just diluted it by taking a pill, what's going to happen to the rest of your digestive organs? Your spleen and your intestines and your liver aren't all influenced by that pill? Your kidneys aren't influenced by blocking stomach acid? So that you produce all these other symptoms. Right? And that even just starting out, even a lack of, say, side effects or, harmful sort of downside from taking modern medicines, acid blockers, H2 blockers, etc., even in the absence of that, people who generate a condition of acid reflux are going to have slightly different, the word is pathophysiology, right, where you have a different mechanism that's imbalancing your specific body, causing your specific reflux. And we can tell that by looking at the constellation of various symptoms. It's a pattern. It's not too much stomach acid. It's a pattern of other things that have gone out of balance, resulting in acid and bile flowing back upward. Okay? So that's the basis that's like a philosophical difference in the medical systems. And it's not a small difference. It's a gigantic difference. It's all the difference that you need to get from, okay, well, I'm going to keep going to the doctor and getting more pills, and then when that doesn't work, I'll get surgery on my lower esophageal sphincter muscle, and then I'll get my stomach stapled after that, and then I'll get put on dialysis after my kidneys fail, because modern medicine knows how to treat me for acid reflux. It's like, I've never met a person, and don't expect to, who thinks that that's a good path to go down. And yet a lot of them are going down that path. Versus, oh, all of these things are imbalanced in my specific organs, and we know that because of the symptoms that I'm presenting. We know what dryness means. We know what, right, fatigue and getting dizzy when you stand up means. We know what that indicates about my organs and X, Y, and Z, like down the line. And also, if we deal with those individual organ imbalances, my reflux goes away on its own because my organs now work together the way they were supposed to. That's a philosophical difference evinced by a completely different mechanism of healing. And I mean, are acid blockers healing, really? I mean, that's not actually a mechanism of healing. You're not healing anything. You're putting a stop to a very important bodily function, which causes problems. So you're making yourself sicker. Versus, we can balance out our organs so that they start pulling together, right? They work together instead of attacking one another. And you're coming to the Pivot Protocol and hearing me for the first time. And you get some solutions in there, and it's designed to get your body ready for the next step. And the next step is self-healing. And so the masterclass is a masterclass in understanding the different specific symptoms that apply to your specific organs. What if your liver's too hot, what does that look like? Like really, like what's the 9 or 10 things that you should be looking for? Well, if you have dryness, what else do you have besides just dry intestines with stools coming out in little balls? If your spleen's weak, what are all the symptoms you should be looking for? Because inevitably some light bulbs go on. Okay, and if you have dampness, how does that affect you? And that's what the masterclass really takes you through. It's a whole big I have multiple videos showing you, hey, here's some foods you might cook. Here's how you do this. Here's how you take care of that set of patterns and symptoms. So there's a lot in there for you. I'm just delighted. I get more and more emails every single week. I just launched this year, 2019. So, that I get to share it with so many people in a single year. It's been wildly successful. So I hope you try it. Go for it. Send me your questions if you get stuck, but really apply yourself, because this is a completely different way of dealing with digestive illness, and you really owe it to yourself to find out about this. Don't be stuck and trapped in the modern medical sort of merry-go-round. Okay, there's no reason for that. If you're watching this video and you've come across the pivot protocol, don't do it, right? Get yourself together, go for it. Go for it and send me questions. I've made it so simple for you. I've made it really, really simple for you to achieve that outcome. And hundreds of other people already have, and you can too. Okay? Thanks very much. Send me your questions.